Gang of Eight's long-awaited immigration reform bill is moving its way through the Senate Judiciary Committee. The good news is the current version of the bill bans profiling based on race or ethnicity. The bad news is it doesn't explicitly ban profiling based on national origin or religion. And it contains problematic national security and border security loopholes that allow profiling in certain cases. Senator Mazie Hirono of Hawaii may introduce an amendment soon that would address these issues. In the meantime, please take action and tell your senators that you want an immigration reform bill that bans profiling in all of its forms. 4 years ago, President Obama announced he was closing the Guantanamo Bay detention camp.
Guantanamo will be closed no later than 1 year from now.
But he encountered opposition from Congress, and last January, the State Department closed the Office of the Special Envoy in charge of closing Guantanamo. Last month, President Obama restated his position on the prison.
I continue to believe that we've got to close Guantanamo. I'm going to go back at this.
And Virginia Congressman Jim Moran wants to make sure that the president does just that. Moran, along with the Constitution Project, held a panel to draw attention to the issue of Guantanamo, and he had this to say about the facility.
It should never have come into existence.
We applaud Congressman Moran for leading on this important issue. Oddly enough, former Senator Joe Lieberman was asked to testify at the first congressional hearing on the Boston bombing, even though he no longer has access to the latest counterterrorism intelligence. He seemed to be there to argue the case that political correctness was somehow hampering law enforcement from identifying threats.
I presume it's because of a sensitivity that if you use the term Islam or Muslim at all with relationship to violence or extremism or terrorism, it will do offense to Muslims. But I'm privileged to know a lot of my fellow Americans who are Muslim. They're law-abiding, they're patriotic.
Well, thanks, Joe, but we think the focus should be on getting the intelligence right. Counterterrorism expert Errol Southers had this to say.
Radicalization is a process. The term is not limited to any one racial, religious, or issue-oriented group.
In his written testimony, Southers also cautioned against singling out a person or entire community as suspect based on anything other than fact. We'd like to take a moment to welcome the Associated Press to the club. Like Arab Americans and American Muslims, the AP now knows what it's like to have its rights infringed upon by law enforcement. The seizure of the AP's phone records, as ordered by Attorney General Eric Holder, and his department's indifference to the NYPD spying program are both examples of a culture of surveillance and infringement on civil liberties that has gone unchecked for too long. Hopefully the firestorm around the AP case will help pressure the Department of Justice to withdraw its support for questionable surveillance practices.